Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I believe today is January 28th. I had to look over my monitor to see my calendar. Forgive me, I'm still trying to caffeinate and wake up. It is 7:17 in the morning, and I have approximately 20-30 minutes to get my face on. I'm gonna make it quick, but while I'm putting my makeup on, instead of talking about what I'm doing, because it's pretty much the same thing you guys have seen in all of my other videos, I'll talk a little bit about what I'm doing, but I want to talk about what's coming up. Right now, I'm having a Valentine's Day raffle. I have one grand prize, and then I have 5 follow-up prizes, so there will be 6 winners to that raffle. But you can't win if you don't enter, so make sure you ask me how to enter. So I'm going to start off while I'm talking with my Matte Wear Liquid Foundation, which actually I'm really fond of for work days. I'm going to stick with my CC cream for the weekends, but for work days pretty much, or formal occasions or like actual going out. For weekends, my CC cream is a nice light active coverage that really, with all the SPF and everything, but for work, this is going to be my thing. I did catch up on some tutorials on Mary Kay. Mary Kay's back office provides what we call MKU, which is Mary Kay University, which is where we go to learn about the products, what's in the products, what the products do, and how to use them. So, something I learned, this was new for me, this foundation brush, the liquid foundation brush. Here's the beauty of this, look at that. Right onto the brush. Look at how awesome that is. I don't have to put it on my face. I mean, I can. They definitely said you can, but they said you can also do this. So I'm going to try this morning. Another thing that's coming up is that myself, my Mary Kay leader, and my Mary Kay director, the 3 of us, are doing a first ever, hopefully annual, VIP event at a really beautiful local winery. But it's not just any winery, it's actually an apple winery. So there's that's coming up. That's going to be the last Sunday in April. But the problem with that, it's not really a problem. It is kind of, but not really. The situation with that is that it is very limited seating. So there's certain qualifying factors that you would have to meet to get an invite. And then there's additional qualifying factors that you could meet if you wanted to get your first glass of apple wine on me. So that's coming up. And what I mean by limited seating, I mean the location that we're having this in has a max capacity of 50 people. So with the bartender and the 3 Mary Kay ladies and possibly our spouses, limited seating. So, but it's definitely worth the effort. I mean, the threshold to get the invite to the party is not, it's not awful. If you can spend $100 by April 1st of 2019, I can guarantee you a seat at the party. If you can spend $250 with me by April 1st, you'll get your first glass on me. So, think about one thing. My skincare products that I personally use, as well as all of the tools that I'm using, you can literally get it all for about $250. We're talking cleanser, day moisturizer, night moisturizer, eye cream, foundation, concealer, powder, eyeshadow, blush, brushes, literally a whole routine I could set up for you for about $250, maybe less. So just keep that in mind, because you don't have to buy it all in one fell swoop. It can be in combined orders. So just think about that for a minute. And if that's something that you are in the southeastern Connecticut area or even the southern Rhode Island area, because it's going to be in Westerly, Rhode Island, then perhaps you and I should have a conversation about getting you qualified to attend that event. So that's coming up. Let's see what else is coming up. Well, February is just at the end of this week, so there's going to be a bunch of February deals going to be announced on my business page on Facebook, so make sure that you find me, like my page, and follow me at Crystal Sky Mary Kay. That's on Facebook. I'm also on Twitter, although I don't tweet as much as most people do. I don't even know what my Twitter, I don't even know what my Twitter account is. But anyway, I digress. Find me on the social medias. And you'll want my business page, not my private account, okay, on Facebook. The business page at Crystal Sky Mary Kay, like and follow. If you want to be my friend, you can send me a friend request. But don't expect any Mary Kay things to be shared on my personal account. So if you want to see what's going on with my Mary Kay, then you need to follow my business page. Also, if you would do me the kindness of liking and subscribing to this channel, I would greatly appreciate it. As you know, this is a new endeavor for me. All right, just making sure that that's all blended. So what I just finished using was the Perfecting Concealer in Light Beige, Perfecting Concealer. Part of the training I participated in this weekend, I learned that I should also be using the Under Eye Corrector, which I do not have in stock. I have not tried. So that is going to be on my February purchase list for myself. And ideally what that does is that clears all of this up. That covers it. It's a more concentrated formula so that and it's got a peachy undertone to help cancel out the blue-purple undertone in baggy eyes. So we're going to give those a try once I buy that. Next, translucent loose powder, as always. Though this foundation is a matte wear, I still like to set everything with my powder. And that was kind of confirmed in some of my training. You don't have to, but I like to. We have a couple of new tools, us Mary Kay consultants. We have a few new apps that can help us either create a custom look for you for color, or can definitely identify skincare needs with a quick picture. So that's something that's a cool tool that I now have at my fingertips. So that way, when we do meet up for your consultation, I can just take a quick picture of your face, and the system will analyze and tell me what products you need to fix your current skincare situations. A lot of people sit down with me and they're like, skincare issues. My best friend of 22 years, oh my God, I'm aging myself here. She and I met in high school, and she now lives in Florida with her twins and her husband. They are up to visit family. They came up last week. It was a 2-day drive from Florida with twins, so they're really exhausted. Her and the twins came by yesterday, and after 4 hours of hanging out with them, I don't have kids, I was done for the day. 2 glasses of wine, down for the count. But, you know, sitting and talking to her with it, I'm like, hey, since you're here, can you help a girl out? I only need one more face for the month. Can you be my 5th face? And she's like, sure, let's do it. So she's sitting down looking at the profile card, and she's like, okay, what are you asking me? I'm like, what are your skincare concerns? She's like, I have twin almost 5-year-olds. I don't know what my skincare concerns are. I'm like, all right, let's take a picture and check this out. So that worked out well. Now I'm going to go in for my favorite color blush, which is the Shy blush. And I did clean my brushes yesterday, so they're all nice and pretty and clean now. I also this weekend ended up breaking down and buying a couple of boxes of color to get rid of the Flintstone family of grays that were moving into my hairline. I had 6. I'm 37 years old. I had 6 grays. And when the first one that I had noticed last year, which was hanging out right about here, was this long and looked like a cork. Nope, not doing it. No matter what I tried, it was sticking up, and I'm like, nope, I'm not having it. So I broke down and got a couple of boxes of light golden brown, and it actually turned out a little bit more red than I anticipated, so I'm gonna play that up today in my eye color. I am going to start off with, I think I'm gonna go with some gold today, we're gonna go with Gold Status, which is, let me show you this. Gold Status, right there. Okay. It's kind of difficult, guys, to do all that. I kind of need 3 hands to do that, so don't laugh. Or laugh, I don't care. So I'm just gonna sweep Gold Status right here on the top lid. Yep, sweep, sweep, sweep. You see how pretty that gold is? This is also a really cool color to combine with the Emerald Noir green that's in this palette. Especially if you're a Packers fan. I'm not. I don't sport unless it's the OU Sooners, and then I go Sooners and win, lose, or draw. My husband's a Packer fan, that's why I say that. So green and gold, go Pack, go. All right, so now I'm gonna come in with the burnished bronze, which is right here. See that pretty color? And we're gonna sweep that in the crease. I'm gonna start over here. And I'm just gonna kind of like blend that in a little bit. Okay, I really like this color. I know you guys can hear the music in the background, but can you hear my dog snoring behind me? He's literally sawing logs like a lumberjack right now. I've got a 13-year-old mini pinscher named Rex. He will be 14 on April 14th. He is purebred. Both of his parents are AKC champions. And when we got him, the breeder had a stipulation in releasing his papers. She said that she didn't want us breeding him against his parents, or showing him against his parents. And so we had to provide proof that he had been neutered before she would release his AKC certified paperwork. We were able to trace him back to his grandparents, but that was as far as we could go. But his family line, his bloodline goes back to Germany. It's the Lionheart bloodline. And he's definitely a Lionheart. Yesterday when those kids were over, we actually had to bring them into my studio here. Everybody, my friend and the kids. And we had to put the baby gate up to keep the dog away from the kids. When we lived in Wisconsin, we lived next door to some very nice people. Well, let's say the husband was nice. The wife was an alcoholic, and she was constantly drunk and passed out in our yard, constantly losing her keys and cell phone in our yard from her drunk passing out. And she would pass out in the house and let their grandson just run all over the house and the yard and the neighborhood unchecked. He stomped through my flower gardens. He had done so much. He started chasing Rex with a handful of keys. Rex no longer likes children because of that child. So now I have to stop kids that are coming over and say, listen, I need a favor. I have a dog. He's gonna bark. He might try to bite. Just ignore him, stay away from him. Do not run from him, because then he will chase you. What do the kids want to do? Run from him. What did I just tell you, people? Don't run from him. All right, so that's all settled. I'm gonna do my brows now. And you guys get to see this, because usually I do this in my mirror, but then I realized you guys aren't seeing everything, so I'm really trying to deal with this tiny ass, pardon my language, screen I have and this little camera. All right, so now I have a bit of a dilemma because I did lighten my hair, and normally the hot fudge I use in my eyebrows matches my hair, and if I do that now it might be too dark, so I'm actually gonna try mahogany and see how that goes. There are some amazing new brow products Mary Kay has come out with, and I have yet to try them. But that is also on my February to-do list, is to purchase the brow products and give them a go and let you guys see how they go. Let's see. One of the trainings that I was participating in this weekend online, the trainer was talking about how in the 90s, the eyebrow style was very, very thin. And so some of us that grew up in the 90s doing our makeup over-tweezed our eyebrows. And you can see evidence of that right there in that little bald spot. So some of the brow products that have come out have been formulated to address that issue by filling things in a little bit, which is why I kind of spend so much time right here, just to kind of make sure that things are filled out. Also, our lash and brow building serum can help address that, which you can see that I have been able to grow some of the hairs back, but there's still a little bit of a bald spot there. And all right, so that's all done. Now I need to do my eyeliner and my mascara, and then I will be done with my work face. And it's 7:33 now. All right. So I am using now the gel eyeliner. Comes in this nice little pot with a really cool little brush. And what I do is I take a little bit and then I smudge it around the lid to kind of like get an even distribution in the brush, so that it's not like one great big glob on my eyes. Yeah, I can't do that with that mirror. Literally all up in your face, guys. Sorry. I wonder if that might work. All right. I had to flip my mirror so I could have the magnifying so I can kind of see what I'm doing. So. Just a nice little line. And we'll do the other eye now. So that is pretty much as good as it's gonna get today. I mean, I have a little touch-up spot on my other eye, but hang on, I'll fix that. That's good. And I'm going to leave the bottom lash line naked. I'm not gonna do any smoky accent there. And next up, mascara. Actually, I'm gonna use my lash primer first and then my mascara. Don't see my extra spoolie, but that's okay. All right, so the lash primer, okay. Love this stuff. All right. One more. Pardon the language in this song, but this is one of my favorites, so I'm not changing it. Deal with it. This is Dangerous by Miss Lee. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's a good song. Okay. Do the dance with me, did your pretty wings. One of these days, I will actually sing for y'all, but I just don't got time for that right now. And we'll go with this one. And I still need to do a lash video for you guys too. I was actually looking at my false lashes this weekend, cleaning them up, throwing out the old ones. With false lashes, you can get maybe, if you really take care of them and don't put a lot of stuff on them, you could probably get 10 uses out of a pair, but minimum like 3 to 5. So I had some that I had worn a few too many times that had so much stuff on the band, it wasn't even worth trying to clean. So another thing with wearing false lashes is that you need a thick, well, let's just say that my eyeliner would need to be a lot thicker than it is now for me to wear false lashes, because that's what hides the band. And I can definitely explain that when we get into a lash video, which I totally meant to do this weekend. But then I had 2 almost 5-year-old twins crawling all over me like I was a jungle gym yesterday, so I'm a little preoccupied. All right, so that is all said and done. If you have any specific makeup tutorials that you would like to see, if there is a specific look that you are interested in learning, let me know. Send me a message on my Facebook account. And I will definitely do what I can to make that happen for you. So, light golden brown with just a touch of red. Anyway, make it a beautiful day, guys. Take care.